Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, fabulous first grade. Welcome back to our PBS classroom. I'm Mrs. Hammock, and I'm your first grade teacher, and I'm super happy that you're here with me today to continue our learning to help you be better readers and writers. All this week, I've been reading stories about mittens because it's kind of that time of year, right? Do you know the difference between a mitten and a glove? So a mitten has a round place for all your fingers to live together and your thumb is separate. But then a glove has pockets for each one of your fingers by themselves. So this story is called The Mitten Tree. Do you think mittens grow on trees? Well, in this story, it looks like they do. I hope that you will look for this story so you can find out if mittens grow on trees, or how did the mittens get in the trees if they don't grow there. This story is written by Candace Christensen, and it's an excellent, fun story about friendship. So I hope you will look for it in your county public library or on Sora. All right, hey, I have something to tell you about that is so much fun. Would you like one of these fun activity books? I would love to send you one. Write me a letter and send it to me right here at the address at the bottom of the screen. And I would love to send you a fun activity book. I love reading your letters and hearing about what you're learning and what you're doing. You can tell me about whether you wear mittens or gloves. I would love to hear from you. So send me a letter. All right, it's time for us to warm up our brain and get started with our learning today. We are going to play our listening game, our phonemic awareness, and we are going to do two games because it's Friday. We're going to do segmenting and we're going to do blending. All right, first we're going to blend. I'm going to tell you some sounds. I want you to put them together and tell me what my word is. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Sh. Push. Great job. All right, how about this one? St. D. Stood. You're getting really good at this. All right, now we're going to go the opposite way. I'm going to tell you a word, and I want you to take it apart. Here we go. Put. P-ut. Good job. How about book? Ready? B-u-k. Book. You did it, no problem at all. You're getting really, really good. All right, it's time for fluency. That's when we practice the sounds and letters that we already know, but we want to just make sure that we review them so that they don't get forgotten. All right, here is the A, apple, ah. Then we have the train card. A, consonant E says A. E, egg, eh. Here's our tree card. E, consonant E says E. Here is the insect card. I, insect, I. Here's our 5 card. I, consonant E says I. Here is our octopus card. O, octopus, ah. Here's our boat card. O, consonant E says O. Here is our U card. Umbrella, Then we have cube. U, consonant E says U. Then we have our thumb card because TH says th, like in thumb. Here's our whale card because WH says wha, like whale. Here is our cheese card, because CH and TCH both say ch, like in cheese. Here's our shell card, because SH says sh, like in shell. And here is our sing card, because NG says ng, as in ing, eng, ong, and ung. Great job. All right, all week long, we've been working on the book card. OO says remember? Very good. Book. OO says Did you get it? Terrific. All right, let's build some words today. Let's build the word good. I want you to sound it out with me. G, d. What sounds do I need? What's the first sound you hear? G. Very good. Oh, very good. G, d. Good. Terrific. You did that great. All right, how about if I change good to would? Would. What changes? Yep, that's the beginning sound that needs to change. Very nicely done. Let me get that W for d. Would. Terrific. All right, one last one. Hood. Hood. How would I make would say hood? That's right. I need to change the beginning sound to an H. Hood. You did that great. All right, let's put that into practice with a story, okay? So let's come over here. We're going to read the story, That Looks Good. Rose and Chad liked to cook. Every time they cooked, they placed good things in a pot. When it was done, Rose and Chad ate those good things up. Soon, they did not have much. Rose and Chad had to shop. "What can we buy?" asked Chad. "We can take a look," said Rose. Jean is a bull that works in the shop. Rose could see him grab and pull a big lump. Then Jean made it flat. I wonder what they're doing. Do you see any clues in our story to help you know what they might be working on? Yes, that's right. Maybe they're making pizza. I think you might be right. All right, there were some sounding words in there. Did you see them? All right, I'm going to draw your attention here to cook and also cooked. Hey, look at that. And how about good? Right. What else do you see? There's good again. Do you see anything else? Yeah? I saw one with a U. Can you find it? Oh, good job. Pull. Good job. You did that great. I'm very proud of you. I'm sure there's more in the story that we could find, but I want to go on to our high frequency words, so we have plenty of time to work on that, okay? Great. Today, we're going to review all 6 of the words that we worked on this week. So if you have something to write with, please get it. I want you to say them out loud with me. I want you to spell them out loud with me, and I want you to write them. So here we go. Our first one is soon. S-O-O-N, soon. Then we have every. E-V-E-R-Y, every. Next we have work. W-O-R-K, work. Then we have after. A-F-T-E-R, after. Then we have done. D-O-N-E, done. And by. B-U-Y, by. Now remember, that kind of buy is what you do at the store with your money. You buy something. All right, all this week we've been working on inflectional endings. Do you remember those? The ED and the ING. What does it mean when we add an ED to a word? Right, it happened in the past. It already happened. And what about if we add an ING? What does that tell us? Yes, it's happening right now. I have 2 words for us to practice with. We saw these words earlier this week, but it's always good to see them again and just review. So I want you to help me with the word clap. Clap. I want to make that word say clapped. I clapped for the singer. Clapped. So what do I need to do? I have the word clap. Do you remember what to do next? Yes, I have to add another P, and then I add the ED to make clapped. Good job. All right, let's try this one. This word is stop. What if I want to say I stopped at the stoplight? I'm going to add the P and then the ED. Very good. Now it says stopped, clapped, and stopped. All right, let's try it with the ING now. Let's see if we remember what to do with that. If I want to say clapping, I'm going to add the P before I add the ING. It wouldn't be like this. That doesn't say clapping. The extra consonant helps us to know that that A is going to say the A sound, clapping, okay? So we want to make sure this is a stop. So I want to make sure that O stays ah, and I'm going to put the ing, stopping. So when we have a short vowel, we have to double that consonant to make that short vowel stay short. Clapping and stopping. Good job. All right, let's take a look really quick. I think we have time for one little practice with our high frequency words. We're going to fill in a couple of sentences. We won't have time for all of them, but let's see what we can do. Matt will a hat. Here are high frequency words from this week. Do you remember what we could put here to make the sentence make sense? Matt will, yes, good, buy, B-U-Y. He will buy a hat. Now she is, which word do you think works for that sentence? Now she is every? No. Now she is soon? Oh, good. Now she is done. Good job. D-O-N-E, done. And guess what? We are done too. So will you sing our song with me? Good. Goodbye now, the clock says we're done. I'll see you on Monday. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.